Thank you for joining us. You're watching Real News TV for Sunday, July 18, 2010. A routine SWAT raid in Columbia, Missouri goes viral on YouTube, and viewers are outraged to hear an innocent family pet shot and killed. The search warrant was issued based on an informant tip that there was a large stash of marijuana in the house, and after marijuana residue was found in the family's trash. The fairly typical SWAT raid uncovered less than a few grams of marijuana. Reason.tv discussed the incident in a recent interview with Reason magazine senior editor Radley Balko.
It's a very typical SWAT raid. They come in, they break down the door.
They announce themselves.
They do announce themselves, although I would argue if you were asleep in the house or you were in a room in the back, whether or not they announced would be sort of irrelevant. The first thing you would hear is the door coming down and then shots being fired.
And it took place at 8:30?
8:30 at night.
Okay.
So inside there was the suspect and then also his wife and an 8-year-old boy. They shot, I guess they put off 7 rounds aimed at the pit bull. The family had a pit bull and a corgi. One of the shots, at least one of the shots missed, but one of them ricocheted and struck the corgi as well. They killed the pit bull. And you see, it's an extremely violent, sort of difficult to watch video. The dog's, whining after they shoot it before they finish it off. You see the boys sort of being shuffled through the house, past the bodies of the dogs, past the SWAT officers and the guns. And then the guy that they arrest, he's up against the wall, he's in handcuffs, and he finds out that they shot his dog, and he, just sort of goes ballistic. Why'd you kill my dog? Why'd you kill my dog? And he wanted to play with you. And I think it really resonated with a lot of people because, I found when I write about this issue, when you talk about a person, for example, getting shot, people tend to...
It's clear if they had shot the kid, accidents happen, right?
That's right. They suspect, the person probably did something wrong, but when you talk about the pets getting killed, that tends to get people sort of agitated.
In First Amendment news, a Blawnox, Pennsylvania woman who was arrested at a council meeting in 2008 for speaking won her case again on appeal in Superior Court. Mike Pintek of News Radio 1020 Pittsburgh spoke with her attorney July 7th about the case.
It's the case of the Blawnox woman who spoke to power and got arrested for it. Peggy Albright on the line with us and her attorney John Pushinsky. Peggy was arrested for disrupting a meeting and for disorderly conduct at a Blawnox council meeting when she had the temerity to ask about something that the council probably should have been dealing with instead of talking about a wing fry. Is that what you said? They were talking about that?
Yes.
Instead of emergency response to a bad accident?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So John, you took the case.
Correct.
And in your mind, what was the issue here?
Well, the issue, first of all, was government overreaching to stifle the legitimate speech and concern of citizens in the community. But legally, the issue was the Sunshine Act, which is a state law that gives the citizens the right to speak at any public meeting where decisions are made. And Peggy had a statutory right, apart from her First Amendment constitutional right, she had a statutory right in Pennsylvania to speak at a meeting. And also the statute gives her the right, if she believes that council was violating the Sunshine Act, the statute gives her the right to object to the violation at the meeting.
And that's what she did?
Correct.
Okay. Now, but what about this? If you allowed anybody to say anything they wanted at any time during a public meeting, wouldn't that descend into chaos?
Oh, sure. And the statute and even the First Amendment gives local governmental entities the authority to have rules as to when in a meeting citizens can speak, for how long citizens can speak. But that was not done here. Peggy was told she was not permitted to speak at all.
But the case is not over yet. Allegheny County prosecutors say they will appeal the case again, this time to the Pennsylvania Supreme Court, and last week Peggy was still not allowed to make public comments at the council meeting. Real News TV reporter Michael Mickelson was at the council meeting to ask why they continue to break the Pennsylvania Sunshine Law and not allow public comments.
Is there going to be any chance for public comment at this meeting at all? Because
Pennsylvania
to
law,
our solicitor.
Pennsylvania sunshine law requires that you allow public comment at public meetings.
And according to our solicitor, and I am following his recommendation at this time, that we will stay to the protocol as we've been.
So you're going to break the law, that's what you're saying?
That is not what I'm saying. I am following our solicitor's orders. Don't you follow your solicitor's orders?
Not if he tells me to break the law.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm following my solicitor's orders. Thank you.
After the meeting, the council members were confronted again, but offered no answers as to why they continue to violate the Pennsylvania Sunshine Act.
I can't believe you lost the lawsuit saying that you couldn't allow people to speak, and you're still not allowing people to speak at the meeting.
You're supposed to shut your cameras off, though.
The meeting's over.
I understand that. The meeting's over, and I can't believe you're still going to break the law after you lost the lawsuit.
The meeting's over.
The meeting's over, buddy.
That's it.
So get out of here.
That's correct. The meeting's over. We're all leaving.
You obviously have no respect for law. You're going to freaking lose the lawsuit and still keep breaking the law?
You shut up and get out of here.
Get out of here.
What a joke.
You're the joke. Yeah. You are a joke.
Why do you keep breaking the law?
You are a joke. Get out of here.
I mean, did you not understand the opinion of the court? Your attorney obviously can't read the court opinion because it's pretty clear that you're supposed to allow people to speak at a public meeting. It's not hard to read.
Move to Blawnox. Don't laugh at me.
Who would want to move to Blawnox then, really?
We're going to show the whole world what's going on here at Blawnox.
In Second Amendment news, the Supreme Court ruled recently that the right to gun ownership applies nationwide. The High Court's decision is a response to a challenge of the gun ban in Chicago and one of its suburbs, and comes 2 years after the justices struck down a law in Washington, D.C. banning possession of handguns. Chicago Mayor Daley says the city will rewrite its gun ordinance to comply with Second Amendment rights, but he offered no explanation of how that might be achieved. Mayor Daley continues to advocate for stringent gun restrictions and said guns in the home, even for self-defense, kill innocent people. Gary Franchi discussed the issue on a recent edition of The Reality Report.
More guns in the hands of private law-abiding citizens statistically has been proven to lower crime, Mayor Daley. The National Rifle Association of America Institute for Legislative Action found that between 1991 and 2002, the national violent crime rate trended downward every year. Meanwhile, the number of privately owned guns rose by more than 60 million during those years. Here's what the author of More Guns, Less Crime, Dr. James Lott, had to say.
We all want to try to take guns away from criminals. I mean, one obvious thing that's been tried many times is to go and have gun bans. The problem is that when you go and pass something like that, the question you have to ask yourself many times is who's most likely to obey the rule. If it turns out that it's the most law-abiding citizens who obey the rule and turn in their guns relative to the criminals, you can actually see increases in violent crime.
You see, Mayor, you take the guns from law-abiding citizens and crime goes up.
Thank you for watching Real News TV. Please share this video and join us again next time for more Real News TV.